Well, hello and welcome to Warden Law, absolutely on the north-east coast of England, quite close to Newcastle and Middlesbrough. Is that correct, Joe?
Sunderland is the closest city.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention that though. We are here for round 3 of the Kart Championship and we have brilliant sun, but unfortunately it's Saturday, and I think if you're watching now live, you know it's got significantly worse. Give us an idea of that, so how those changing weather conditions are going to affect the racing today, Joe.
Oh, massively. For a start, everything other than the Bambinos, which run on treaded tyres, means a switch of tyres. I mean, and this track here at Warden Law, it's the sort of track that even when it's not if it's rained, the track seems to just stay greasy, and you've got to stay on the treaded tyre. And I hope that if the rain does come, it stays all day. It doesn't keep going away and coming back, going away and coming back. That's a nightmare, absolute nightmare. For us, though, Nick, we're in the entertainment business.
Absolutely.
And if things are getting a bit stale, which, in fairness, in the Kart Championship, it very rarely does, but if it does, add water.
Absolutely. Now, the other thing you need to add to any Kart Championship day is a paddock walkabout, where Joe will go and talk to the various contestants, entrants, and of course some of the dads as well, and find out how they're tackling the North East Premier Karting Club and Track.
We're going to start with a pretty sad story, really. Our junior Rotax grid is going to be one down because this fella here, Lewis Sumner, has got his arm in a sling under there. Lewis, commiserations. You're not out of here at Warden Law. You must be pretty disappointed about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a disappointment in the championship because I'm 5th in the run-ins. But hopefully we'll come back stronger at Rara and hopefully finish out well at fullback as well.
So what exactly have you done?
I was just running about and I got tripped up onto this side here.
Yeah.
So, and then I somehow broke it.
And what have you broke exactly?
My collarbone.
Ow. And is it painful? I'm not going to touch it before you say.
It was for the first sort of 4 days,
Right.
but it's been fine now.
So when are you going to be next out in a kart, do you think?
Probably start of June, maybe. Just do a bit of testing, try to get strength back into it. Because it really has lost a lot, I feel, already.
Yeah, that's so you're going to have to train a bit, aren't you? You're here with X-Kart, that's your team. But you're still here, showing support to your teammates and stuff. Must be killing you, is it?
Yeah, it's a shame to not be out, but it's good to always come and support.
So are you, you're familiar with Warden Law, I know that. You've been here a few times, yeah?
We actually only did one test day.
Oh,
5
right,
sessions
okay.
I've done, so...
Right. Are you able to sort of lend a hand and assist with the younger drivers?
Yeah, I've sort of been looking over the data and the GoPro footage from Friday and sort of giving my feedback in. But we've got some very good driver coaches here.
Yeah.
In the X-Kart team.
So, stupid question time, everybody. Do you kind of like this role, sort of semi-driver coach, or would you prefer to be behind the wheel?
I like to be behind the wheel, but I also do mechanic. I can't do that with one hand.
Right.
But I do like to mechanic as well. But I can also drive a coach.
Yeah.
Which is quite different.
Are you right-handed?
Yes.
So he can polish, guys. He can still polish and clean as long as somebody sprays the clay. That's an idea, isn't it? Keep you busy.
Yeah, it's all right.
So you'll soon get through this one. I know it's going to be a bit of a sickener for you, having to watch all your teammates out there. But I'm sure best of luck. Get well soon, I think, is the term, and keep that smile up, and we'll see you next time out, I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Lewis.
Thank you.
Number 16, Micromax driver here is Sebastian Crawford. Now, Sebastian Crawford knows Warden Law like the back of his hand, because this young man was our 2023 club champion in Bambinos. You're a bit older now, though, aren't you, Seb? So you've moved up to Micromax. You're enjoying the Micromax so far?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it good? Is it faster?
it's a lot faster.
A lot faster. Wow. So last year you won the club championship here on your Bambino. Tell us how did that feel?
It felt really good because on the start I dropped down to 5th and then I got down to 6th and then I ended up winning and it felt really good.
You made some great television for us because that was in our Autumn Cup coverage, wasn't it? That was great to watch. Did it feel great when you actually realised that you were actually the champion?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. You want to do that again, I bet.
Yeah, I had to watch it about 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, that's great. Now, Micromax, like you say, a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what's it like round Warden Law? You said it's faster. Warden Law's a really quick track, isn't it?
Yeah, because when you're going around the corner, it's a lot different because you're carrying more speed through the corners, and like it's harder to control.
Is it harder to control? Yeah, now you're on a different tyre and everything. Hey, look at these brand new slick tyres here, Ash. Seb's going to go out of these in time qualifying in this afternoon. So, in comparison to your Bambino, which was on the treaded tyre, what's it like through turn 1 here? It's massively quick there, isn't it?
Since you need to get the tyres warm, and like with the Bambino tyres, since they're treaded, you don't really need to get them as warm.
All right.
But like you still gotta get them warm to have more grip. But like you need to, like especially with the new set, you need to scrub these in a lot.
So what do you mean? How do you get those tyres warm enough and hot enough?
I would stamp on the brakes to rotate the car, and it would slide my tyres. And obviously, when you slide in your tyres, it gets them really warm.
Right. And do you do that deliberately? Right, like when we see you guys go out at the green flag, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So what normally happens is when I've got scrub tyres in and I'm doing it normally, I don't normally stamp on the brakes. Like I'm not like sliding my tyres, but like that's what I do to get them warm.
So there's a lot more to think about, isn't there, with a Micromax than the Bambino? The Bambino, you didn't have to worry about that. So, how do you sort of get your head right for the race? So you're about to go out in time qualifying. When do you start thinking about that?
When I'm on the grid.
Right. And then do you go through do you have like a set pattern of what you do?
No, I just go out and hope to win.
And concentrate, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So, how are you enjoying the Kart Championship? Because, last year in the Bambinos, in the Club Championship, now you're travelling the country. Is that any good?
Yeah, feels good because you're in more competitive events.
Right. And are you learning more because you're in with quicker lads and lasses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting quicker, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you know how I can tell you're getting quicker?
I'm doing fast laps.
Exactly, Seb. Exactly. Mate, have a great day. Thanks for talking to us. And that wasn't too bad after all, was it? Your first media interview on telly, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to do some more for us across the year? Great. Sebastian Crawford here, guys. One of the youngsters who I've seen many, many times out on track, but only now am I meeting the JJ Lowe. Pleased to meet you, JJ. I've seen you race so many times. You're here in Intermax. You're running the Thule Motorsport sticker kit. Are they here supporting you this weekend?
No, it's just like Dad and Lad and my friend from Thule.
Right, okay, so Thule Motorsport in the background, are they?
Yeah, so.
You're on the end of a Ford, are they?
Yeah.
Right. So how is your dad a good mechanic for you then?
Yeah, best one.
Yeah, he's got to be, has he?
Except from when he puts the wheels on wrong way around.
What, has that been done?
Once.
All right. And, how long ago was that?
Like a year ago,
Oh,
2
right.
years.
So he's learnt a big lesson, hasn't he? Right, JJ, you are no stranger to Warden Law. Here we are, round 3 of the Kart Championship already. Looking forward to this track?
Yeah, up in like top 3, like
Yeah.
fast pace and that. So
Yeah.
I think I'll do good.
So, when you're in the top 3, like you are so far, I mean, you're running the top 3, does that put a bit of pressure on you? The expectation is for you to do well.
Well, because it's Dad and Lad, there's like no pressure
Right.
and like it's just fun, yeah. And like if I'm in the top 3, I'm just quick, so
Right.
I don't really mind. I just got to get quick, ain't I? So
Oh, mate, that is so refreshing to hear that you're here and you're enjoying your kart racing, you and your dad. That's because everybody gets so intense about it, don't they?
so that's why this weekend we're just doing Dad and Lad.
Yeah, brilliant. And I'm glad to hear that it's all about, firstly, having fun. What do you think of the track here then? How do you think, where's Warden Law up there on the scale of 1 to 10 in enjoyment?
Probably 3.
Oh, so you're not keen on this place then?
Oh, I thought you meant 1 to 10.
Yeah, right. So 10 being the best, 1 being the worst.
Oh, 7 then.
All right, 7.
Because, like, we don't come often here with teams, like, and I'm quick here, and I just enjoy it.
Right. So what is it about the tracks? I've talked to drivers, and they've said it's physical. It's there's parts that are really hard on your neck and stuff. Is that what you find, JJ?
Yeah, because, like, when you see it, it looks like a bit easy, but like when you actually race, it's like so bendy, and you've like got to like put some effort into it, really.
Right, so it's quite. You've got to use your strength, yeah. Yeah. Where is your weakest part on this track? Where do you think? Is there? Have you even got a weakest part on this track? Where do you think I could do better?
Taking too much curb coming out the chicane.
Right.
And like it costs me a bit, but everywhere else I'm fine.
So when you hit that curb too hard or too far across the right, does that cost you time down that curving back straight, as we call it?
Because once I make a mistake, like people just get on the back of me and like I lose time. And if I do that on a lap, that lap will just gone to like a load of rubbish. So
yeah, and then do you find you're having to defend and you've got your sort of your head full of other people, yeah? Yeah, great stuff. So I think you've already answered this question, JJ. You're expecting to be in the top 3. Will you be unhappy if you're not?
If I don't get at least a top 5, like I might be a bit down, but like I've still had fun, and I've still been quick.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you and your dad, JJ, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Have a great one here at round 3 of the Kart Championship. So Jayan Patel Scott is carrying the number 88, and it's on a black number plate. Now, what does black number plates mean? That means that this young man is a complete beginner in not just in Honda Cadets, but in karting. And Jayan, I was asking you and your dad earlier, how many races total have you done?
Probably about 6.
6, is that all?
That's about it, yeah.
Wow, and you're here in the Kart Championship. It's a big national championship. And I mean, you cadet guys are complete nutcases, aren't you?
It gets a bit hectic sometimes, yeah.
You've never stopped smiling, actually, since I've come to chat to you. So you obviously love it.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I love the experience. I love the karting. I love the danger of it, really.
The danger?
Well, it is dangerous, isn't it?
So it absolutely is, mate, but you're not supposed to know that at your age. How old are you?
I'm 11 currently.
Or 11, okay, yeah, I suppose you're getting, yeah. So, what do you mean, the danger? You actually enjoy that bit of, like, what, facing the danger?
Well, yeah, I guess so. It's just, you're out there and you're driving and you just think to yourself, right, you either go for that move up the inside and you're sending like a dive bomb up the inside and you're thinking, this is risky, you could make contact, you could hurt yourself, you could fly out the kart, but you're okay in the end.
And it doesn't put you off?
Why would it?
You've got it in your blood, haven't you? You've actually got a passion for this race thing.
Really do.
Yeah, you do. So you know what? When you're actually just driving the kart, is that fun as well?
Yeah, it is. I love the speed. The kart, this kart here, this is really good too. So.
Right. What fascinates me about you cadet drivers is, you know, you see a train of cadets like bumper to bumper, and I see people tapping their helmets. What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
Well, I believe it just means like trail with us, like come on, let's push, let's go together. Or if they tap the bumper too, they do the same thing. Yeah. And they'll say, bump draft me, and we'll both get closer to the other packs.
Right. And have you experienced that out on track?
Not yet, but I guess I could do it.
Well, I mean, as a novice, you're just still learning those intricacies of like track craft and racecraft, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Still just in there, just kind of. There's a bit of a learning curve. Everything is, I guess.
Yeah. And
especially this.
You've only done 6, so I've got to be fair to you. We're not expecting anything. We're just expecting you to learn every weekend.
Yeah.
And keep smiling. Your dad's in the background there. Is he your mechanic?
He is.
Is he any good? He's
good. Yeah.
Do you ever break down?
We don't tend to. I mean.
Well, then he's excellent, then, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. Some Formula 1 drivers wish they never broke down.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, they DNF out the race and then they lose points. Simple as.
So, Jaden, are you going to be in for the full season? Are you doing all the rounds, all 5 of the Summer Championship?
So I've missed the last one at GYG, but I did Wilton. I'm going to do the next 2 too. Right. So we're going to have obviously 4 of the 5, but hoping to just get up there. Yeah,
well, I think you're doing the right thing. I should have asked your sponsor, actually, shouldn't I? Who's your dad as well, I suppose. Are you thinking about the Winter Series as well? That's a 3-round championship later in the year.
Not too sure about that yet,
right.
But we'll have to see, I guess, as time comes.
Yeah, get that mentioned that to the bank manager, eh? Jaden, it's been an absolute pleasure and delight to talk to you. Keep sticking there, mate. We were all novices once. I remember carrying black number plates, and when's the 6 signatures coming then? That must be soon.
Not too sure yet, but hopefully it's soon. We can move up to proper plates.
Yeah.
Proper,
What colour's your number plate then? When you're off the novice plate?
It's yellow and red.
Right. And you're looking forward to that?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get picked on out there because you're a novice, do you?
No, you don't.
No.
Everyone's friendly.
Good
It's
stuff.
Kart community.
It's a mate. You have been a pleasure to interview. Good luck to you and your dad. Have a great weekend and keep learning and do keep smiling. That's a great smile he's got there, isn't it, guys? So you'll find racing drivers have they have to be looked after. And some of them have palatial facilities to relax in and recover and basically sort of get in the zone in readiness for their session. And one such racing driver is Benjamin Shivar, who has just clinched our Warden Law Spring Championship. And here he is, one of the main front runners in the Bambino C50s. Ben, thanks for inviting us to your motorhome. This is quite nice, isn't it, where you're staying?
Thank you for asking me that.
Yeah, well, so do you sleep here as well?
Yes.
Yeah, is it okay?
Mhm.
What's the catering like? Is the cooking okay?
Yeah.
Yes. What's your favourite food that you've been served this weekend? What's your favourite food?
Pasta and the toast.
Pasta and
Toast.
toast. The food of racing drivers. Now the pasta, I know, for energy, isn't it? Yeah. So Ben, I want to ask you about the spring series here last weekend. You won the championship, didn't you?
Yes.
So Warden Law is one of your favourite tracks. It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about it?
On the turns and the straights.
The turns and the straights. Yeah, that's pretty. Do you like the fast turn one?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like racing people or just driving?
Racing people.
Right. What about Gleneagall? Now, we watched your race on television. All of your heats and your finals were absolutely brilliant. Was it good for you?
Yes.
What was the best bit?
The best bit was when it was the last lap.
The last lap? What happened on the last lap?
It was a battle on the last lap.
What happened?
Uh,
Where did you come?
Fourth in the final.
Fourth in the final. So I bet, knowing Ben Shivar as I do, you'll want to win today instead of coming fourth, don't you?
Yes.
So how are you going to do that?
By overtaking.
Overtaking everyone. Right. Is your dad here looking after your cart?
Yes, he's over there.
He's over there, is he? Is he any good?
Yeah.
You haven't broke down or anything?
Sometimes.
Oh, well, surely not. So you want to thank your dad for winning the championship, I would think, isn't it? This is an opportunity to tell all the viewers out there how brilliant your dad is.
Yeah.
And are you going to thank your mum for the catering? Yeah, and the toast and the pasta?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, Ben. It's always great to see you here. I couldn't believe how small this fellow is. He drives like he drives on the track, and then I meet him at the podium and it's like, how are you doing that? He's brilliant. I tell you what, keep this name in your mind. Benjamin Shivar. That's him right there. He's going to be a star of the future, I can tell you. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Brilliant. So the Kart Championship being at my home track here at Warden Law gives me an opportunity to catch up, and I never really get the opportunity to catch up to some of our local drivers. Jack Moss here, for instance, was the 2023 Micromax champion. Jack, however, this year, you can't rest on your laurels. Here you are in Intermax, slightly different car. Tell the viewers, what are the slight differences, if any, between this Intermax kart and a Micromax?
So first of all, last year when I was in Micromax, I was running the Kart Republic chassis.
All right.
So now I'm running the Lando Norris, and I'm just getting used to it. And I also got used to the speed because it's much faster than my old Micromax.
Right, and when you say it's much faster, is it like faster at the end of the straight, or does it, what exactly do you mean by that? Tell the viewers.
Yeah, well, it picks up much quicker, and by
Right.
the end of the straight, I'm going like at least 5 or 10 mile an hour faster than I was in my Micromax.
Right, and is it really that noticeable that it's much quicker? Yeah.
It's a lot more noticeable because it's took me a while to get used to it.
Right, okay. You're also you're on the same tyres, aren't you? You're on the same size tyres. However, this meeting here is the first time we've been on the Vega tyre. Now, have you practiced on Vegas yet?
I've never practiced on Vegas before.
All right. So when you go out for time qualifying, first time on Vegas, what information have you been able to get about this new tyre?
To be honest, I haven't heard anything about Vegas before. I've always run Dunlops and Mojos.
Right. So it's going to be brand new for you. What are you hoping for? More grip?
Yeah, I hope for more grip.
More grip, more speed. Now, you're running here with True Performance Motorsport, which is Ivor Powell's team, isn't it? Yeah, I think you've been with Ivor's team for a couple of seasons now, haven't you?
Yeah, I started last year. I think it was in 2023, and I still had my old micro.
Yeah. Now then, you're with Ivor's team. However, your trusty mechanic, where's he gone? Is your dad, isn't it? What's your name, sir?
Andy.
And Andy, you're running, Jack, and you know what? When I see that, I see, people running their children. That kind of, for me, epitomises what this sport's all about. It's an activity that you can enjoy together, and you've got, and this is the important bit, you've got equal responsibility. He's the driver, but it's quite a responsibility putting these things together, isn't it?
It is. It's my responsibility to get it on the track. And if it goes wrong on the track, the buck stops with me.
That's right. And not just from a sense of speed and competition, but safety as well.
Oh, definitely. I think that's the main priority, safety.
Yes.
When he's out there, making sure everything's right. So I have to make sure it's 100%.
Yeah.
No mistakes.
No mistakes, because the driver's going to be right down your neck, isn't he? If there's anything wrong. Yeah. Do you find this? Do you get a pressure from Jack?
To be honest, no. He's quite good at giving feedback.
Right.
So I know he's quite relaxed about it. But if I make a mistake, he will let me know. Generally in the car afterwards.
But I think overall it's about Jack and yourself, mainly Jack, coming off the track smiling to a point. I know there'll be times when he's disgruntled, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, we always have the times when the head's down and he needs cheering up, but it's all about that smile and not the competition, the friendliness, the mates he makes here.
Yes,
it's all about that as well. Not just purely racing, the whole package.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, guys. I tell you what, though, you've got quite a responsibility carrying your surname, haven't you, Jack? That's quite a motorsport embedded name you're carrying there. So Sterling Moss, Jack Moss. You may have inherited something from the name. Do you think a little bit of speed?
I don't know. I hope so.
I think maybe. Thanks, guys.
I was Jim Clark.
You're a Jim Clark fan, really? You go back that far? Have you been up to his museum?
No, I'm also a fan of Ayrton Senna.
Yes, I saw him race. I actually saw him race a kart and a Formula Ford. But let's not get into Senna here, even though it's the 30th anniversary coming soon. You're on a Lando Norris kart. Is he any good?
I like him much better than my old Kart Republic chassis.
No, I meant Lando Norris.
Oh.
Any good?
Yeah.
You rate him? Yeah. He was pretty quick in a kart, wasn't he? Yeah. Great stuff, Jack. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend and keep smiling.